All right, today for a journal, you're going to want to turn to this page. And if you have them, you're going to want some crayons to help you today. So, first thing we're going to do is underline April. So I go up to the top, and today is April 20th. So we get to write a 22 0 right there. And then it's 2020. Lots of 20s to write today. All right. Then our digital date is 4-20-20. And today is Monday. So we're going to go ahead and write Monday. So do your capital Monday. All right. I'll give you a minute to get that done. The next part we're going to do is we have to put in the missing letters. And for a lot of them, they are our diagraphs that we've been practicing. So the sh, ch, and w. But we have one that's interesting here that we'll talk about. So this first word is peach. Peach. What are we going to put in the blank there? C-H. Now try to make that H bigger than the C. Now the next one is the picture of a clock. Now this one is the weird one because we hear k, l, a, k. But we have where a k can be a C or a K or a CK. And in this case, it is the CK. Now try really hard to have your K stay the lower part to stay about the same size as the C. The next picture is a bath. Bath. What letters are we going to add there? TH. And the last one is a lash. Lash. What are we going to write there? SH. Okay, we're going to skip this part. And we're going to write 21 again. You wrote 21 last time. So I'm going to practice 21. I'm going to think in my head as I write each one. 21. I'm going to give spaces. And then this next part is where you'll need your crayons if you have them. If you don't have them, you can just use your pencil. It will be fine. I'm going to start with a green crayon. And let me just grab out some different colors here. We'll do maybe this pink. Okay, so with this green, what we have to do is we have to count. So this is called graphing over here. And basically, it's just an easy way to be able to see how many things we saw or how many animals were at the zoo or something like that. So I'm going to start with the dragonflies, and I'm going to be really careful that I don't miss any. So I'm going to put green X's on the dragonflies as I count them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 5 dragonflies. See how these boxes say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? So we saw 5 dragonflies. So we have to color in, and you want to be careful because once you color in too much, you can't go back. But this one, there were 5. So we're going to color in all 5 squares. Okay, next we are going to do, now you want to go in order of this. So I see the frog next, just so you don't accidentally mess up and do like how many turtles you saw on the frogs. So we're going to look at the frogs. I've got my purple crayon and I see 1, 2. And I'm going to look over and make sure I didn't miss any. And then I'm going to color in 2 of the boxes above the frog. All right, next we have the turtles. So I see 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to come up to the 4 and kind of work my way down so I don't accidentally do too many. And then I show my 4 turtles that I saw. And last, we have our fish. So I have 1, 2. I check over the paper, make sure I didn't miss any, and then I color in the 2. Now I could ask you some questions. Were there more dragonflies or more turtles? Well, without having to go back here, you can just look and see. There were more dragonflies because it goes higher up. What had the same number of things? The frog and the fish. Were there more fish or turtles? There were more turtles. So see how having your information in just a picture graph like this makes it easier. This is actually called a bar graph, and there really is a picture graph. So a bar graph makes it easier to be able to see how many there were. All right, let's look at the other side of your journal. I'm excited to see what you write today. So your choices are lamb, bunny, chick, duckling, or fawn. These are the babies of all those type of animals. A baby sheep, a baby rabbit, a baby chicken, a baby duck, and a baby deer. So you could write me an informational piece telling me a fact about them. You could tell me a story that had to do with one of these animals, or you could write your opinion telling me which animal you liked or didn't like and why. Will you also make sure you can tell which type of writing you did, whether it was a narrative or the story, the informational, giving information, or your opinion, whether you like or don't like something?